wearing 41, Joseph Inslow, and number 4, Liam Moses. The head coach is Steve Bailey, assisted by Jason O'Donnell, and the manager is Kieran Lee, ladies and gentlemen, Neptune. And now, folks, can we welcome to the floor our presentation party, led by President of Basketball Ireland, Teresa Walsh, accompanied by Margaret Miley and John Kennedy. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please be upstanding and face the flag?
Welcome to the National Basketball Arena for the Hula Hoops Under-18 Men's National Cup Final. It's a match-off of Neptune versus Belfast Star. Neptune in the light blue, Belfast Star in the white tops, blue shorts. Big crowd here for this second game of the day. We've already seen Moy Cullen just pip UC Marion in the 20 final. I'm joined for this one as David Varma takes an early three by UCD's former National Cup winner Conor Meaney. Conor, disappointing to see your club UCD don't go down earlier, but a good game to look forward to here with plenty of young talent on show.
Yeah, it was disappointing. A great first game, very entertaining, and I think this one will be two good teams, well coached, and some excellent players on show.
Just quickly go through the starting fives. For Neptune is number 5, Sean McCarthy, number 6, David Varma, number 8, Eli Lenihan, number 10, Kelvin O'Donoghue, and number 21, Kieran Duggan. Here, Belfast Star up to the races in the first two of the game. Goes to Orlando Alvarado. He's joined in the starting five by number 5, Christopher Fulton, number 11, Dara Ferguson, number 13, Connor McDonald, and number 14, Ryan Kingy. Varma with the first points of the game for Neptune, and both teams off to a good speed early on, good start to the game.
Yeah, good energy to both teams. Neptune will look to get up and down a bit more than Belfast Star. They're going to want to be in the half court a little bit more with CJ Fulton controlling the game, but with Alvarado having such a bright start, this is promising for Star. They're probably the underdogs today, so if they can score at a high rate, it'll keep them in the game.
Caught it in the under-18 semi-final. Belfast struggled to score really low-scoring affairs. They beat Dundalk Ravens 59-52, so as Varma gets back-to-back baskets. Huge start for Belfast Star, and Alvarado was something we didn't see much of in that semi-final.
Yeah, he didn't have a big impact. We saw a lot more of kind of Dara Ferguson and CJ Fulton. Ryan Kingy's a big guy who has the ball here. He had a big impact, high energy guy. But yeah, Star need to have a bigger variety of scoring if they're going to be in this game, and that's exactly the way they've started. Connor McDonald knocking that down, so really promising for Jared Ryan on the bench.
Great start for Belfast Star. Three-point shot is up for McCarthy, doesn't go. Varma's fighting for the rebound. Eventually he grabs it. A great pass back outside, and it'll be O'Donoghue with just under 10 on the shot clock. Guarded by Alvarado. O'Donoghue inside to Varma. He's got the shot up, 3 seconds on the clock. Lenihan has to take a fadeaway jumper, doesn't go. And rebounded by CJ Fulton. Connor, CJ coming in with a little bit of injury, spoke to him earlier. How will he fare today, and how much is it going to influence his game, do you think?
Yeah, he picked up an ankle injury 2 weeks ago in the schools game. Didn't play last weekend in the Super League. It's been an ongoing kind of injury that he's been dealing with since last summer's Europeans, so he should be okay. He looks like he's moving well. We just saw that McDonald 3 again. Star in the semi-final, they just missed a lot of open shots in that first half when they ended up trailing Dundalk by 19. So the more open shots they're able to knock down, CJ will create them for them. They can stay in this game really and potentially win it.
Good shake and bake from Fulton, doesn't get it, but rebound eventually back out. And this time it's a 3, is good. And Belfast have come out of the blocks, which resulted in an early Neptune timeout. They trail 10-4. Welcome back here. Early timeout for Neptune. Just to step the nerves, Connor, and I suppose to the neutral. great to see Belfast off to the early running because we weren't sure after their semi-final performance. But Neptune have been here before, a lot of experience in big games, and it won't rattle them too much, you don't think?
No, I don't think so. There's probably a weight of expectation on Neptune at the moment. They're fantastic in their semi-final win against my under-18 UC Marion team. Kingy with the huge block inside there, and Varma responds well. But yeah, there may be a bit of expectation. They were really impressive in that semi-final, and they've obviously been waiting 2 weeks to come up here. Star look like they're comfortable on this course.
Certainly do. They need 12-6 here. Varma has all 6 of Neptune points. McCarthy with nowhere to go here. Lenihan will take a deep 3. That one's in and out. He shot the ball extremely well against your guys in the semi-final.
Yeah, coming into the scouting report for Neptune generally is that Kelvin O'Donoghue is their main shooter and that Eli's more of a facilitator. But Eli shot the ball really well. Has a lovely move inside there by Dara Ferguson. Star getting scores from all over the board here, which is really, really promising for them. The last night they were very static against Dundalk, as we see a nice drive against the basket, lovely finish. They were very static against Dundalk and they were almost watching CJ a bit, but here they're moving the ball well, getting open shots, and a lot of these guys have played here for Malachy's as well in schools games, so they're clearly comfortable in the arena.
4 of the 5 Belfast Star players have already scored points. Varma steps in for a 2 from a corner, doesn't go, but well rebounded by Sheehan. O'Donoghue back to Sheehan. Sheehan to the basket. Nice finish off the glass for Sheehan. Cuts the lead to 6, and some full court pressure results in a steal here for Neptune. Foul call on CJ Fulton. That's not CJ Fulton, sorry, it's Ferguson. He just tries to reach around the back and steal the ball.
Yeah, you can see straight away after that score, though, Neptune up in the press. Neptune won a high-scoring, high-flowing game. They wanted this game to be up around the 80s. For Star, it's more likely to be in the 60s if they're going to win, so that pace will be interesting to keep an eye on.
Referees for this one, Marius Landis, Jacek Maslako and Maurice Thornhill. O'Donoghue's shot doesn't go, rebounded by Ferguson.
And Neptune are shooting tough shots, though. That's a tough shot by O'Donoghue. Off the dribble, body on him, he tried to create some space, and they'll be frustrated that they're not creating anything as easy as Star down the far end.
Beautiful backdoor cut from Fulton off the pass. Can't score from McDonald, and quick reply from Neptune. 14-10. Alvarado made his first couple. Well guarded by Varma. This time he finds a nice pass to the cut-in McDonald, who finishes for 2, but again Neptune straight off and looking for the early pass down to Varma. Well tipped from Ferguson. That's something that they'll have to be careful to stop. You mentioned the speed of Neptune, but Belfast Star have to get back on defense.
Yeah, definitely, and we were preaching that before the semi-final, and we were preaching you got to take care of the ball and everything else, but they'll even attack you after they score. We scored a basket on them early and they'd scored within 2 seconds down the far end, just threw it the length of the floor. Particularly with Sean McCarthy, he's so athletic, he gets out and Eli will find him.
There was McCarthy to the corner, just checked in, it was Jake Kelly. That one's in and out and rebounded by Fulton. Fulton guarded by Lenihan, across to McDonald. Alvarado, 12 on the shot clock. Inside to Alvarado, nice touch off the glass. 18-10, and Belfast can barely miss the opening few minutes here.
Yeah, their movement off the ball has been incredible so far, and they're really picking apart Neptune's defense. And then the far end, again, you're seeing Neptune taking some difficult shots.
See some cover, O'Donoghue didn't go, but stolen away by Fulton, and full court pass to Ferguson, who finds Fulton again on the 3-point line to wide open McDonald. He'll take a 3. That one doesn't go, and McCarthy grabs the rebound from Neptune. Lenihan, nice pass to Kelly. Back to Lenihan, who made the original pass, followed his pass, and he puts that in, and now it'll be Belfast Star that want to talk it over as they take a timeout, leading 18-12. Ferguson gets it back to the hands of CJ Fulton. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Backdoor pass from Fulton to Ferguson. Kicks it to Alvarado. He knocked down his first three. That one's well off. And it'll be Neptune ball from the sideline. We'll get a sub for Neptune. Jack Field will check in and give Sean McCarthy a break. Lenihan looks to set things up for Neptune. To O'Donoghue. 3 points up from Kelly, doesn't go, but rebounded by Field. This time Field will take a three. And that one's off. Owen Sheehan was taking a ride on the back of one of the Belfast Stars players, so it'll be a foul as checking into the game for the first time for Belfast Stars, number 9, Colin McGurr. Fulton closely guarded by O'Donoghue. Top to McDonald, and great pass from McDonald to a cut in Fulton, another two. And Conor, you mentioned it earlier, the movement. It's like chalk and cheese between the game we saw in the semi-finals.
Yeah, definitely. In the semi-final, they were playing against a zone for Dundalk, and they struggled against it. Even though they were getting wide open shots, they just couldn't hit them. Here, Neptune are being aggressive, trying to deny the ball, and they're just getting picked apart with backdoor cuts. Really nice passing by Star so far.
21-12, Belfast Star lead. There's Lenihan. He'll want to get a score in this first quarter to get himself going. That's a three-point shot. Goes up from Sheehan, doesn't go. There's Field. O'Donoghue looking at space, 5 on the shot clock. He gets in the lane but doesn't go. Chase them shot out of bounds. Honestly, a lot of long range shooting from Neptune. They went for them in the semi-final a little bit against you. Probably more than maybe you were expecting, but today it's not worked for them so far early.
Yeah, they've been tight here. They obviously in their home gym in the semi-final, they shot really well. And you know yourself, once you start knocking down shots, you can get it just kind of, you get momentum, and all of a sudden your team's just having one of those days. Today they look a little bit tight, and the question always asked about this Neptune team is if you're able to slow them down, do they get frustrated easily and they force tough shots? And so far we're seeing some tough shots from them.
Long two from Jack Field, doesn't go. Fulton looks for the full court pass and finds it. Ferguson can't finish off the glass. And Lenihan looks to push, but Belfast Star quickly back in transition again. Lenihan has to kick it out again. Again, it'll be a three-point shot. This time it's Kelly, and again doesn't go, and Ferguson has just Kelly to beat. He gets called for the carry there as he just tries to cross over the court. And O'Donoghue will take a break, and into the game will be Daniel O'Sullivan. And Alvarado will check back in and give Ferguson a quick break for Belfast Star. So both coaches, Keith Daly and Gerard Ryan, just getting people into the game in this first quarter. It's Neptune trailing by 9 with just over a minute to go. Lenihan, tough dribble jump shot. Well rebounded by Rutowski, who's also checked in for Belfast Star. Alvarado to Fulton. Fulton with a three. That one bounced out, rebound by Lenihan. He decides this time to slow things down. Gets a good screen from Sheehan. And Lenihan gets a nice roll, and that'll do him a world of good to get himself a score.
Yeah, really nice. He's really good around that free throw line, getting into the lane, creating opportunities for others, and then he can score from out there as well. Neptune have already taken 9 threes and haven't hit one yet, so that'll be a big question mark for them. Are they able to keep getting to the basket? They don't seem to have figured out how to break down this Star defense here.
13 seconds to go in the quarter. Fulton gets right around to the basket. Beautiful finish from CJ Fulton. 8 seconds to go. 23-14. Lenihan now realizes clock's against him. 2 seconds. Gets the shot up just in time. And on the buzzer, shaking the head, and nod of approval there. So at the end of an entertaining first quarter, it's Neptune 16, Belfast Star 23. Star Ferguson gets the second quarter underway here for Belfast Star. Fulton come off the screen. Nice handle inside. Good defense from Sheehan, just keeps out Bukowski. And here comes McCarthy for Neptune, looking to get the basket. Rebounded by Bukowski and on to McGurr, and here comes Fulton. And Fulton is fouled going to the basket. It's going to be Owen Sheehan picks up the foul.
Yeah, CJ kind of got bailed out there a little bit by the referee. I don't even know if he looked at. He kind of got caught behind the backboard. Not a huge amount of contact, but he gets the free throw line anyway. Doesn't hit the first.
Fulton misses 2 for 2.
Yeah, strange sight there. You'd rarely see that. Such a good shooter, obviously.
7 points in the first quarter for Fulton, 7 for Alvarado and 7 for McDonald. 6 for Varma and 6 for Lenihan for Neptune. So a couple of players off to a good start, Connor, but Belfast will clearly be the happier of the two, do you think, at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. They're creating easier opportunities. They're getting to the basket, getting layups. They obviously got good contributions from Alvarado and McDonald that they may not have been expecting them to combine for like 14 points in the first quarter. Neptune just haven't figured out this half-court defense from Star, and they have to figure it out soon or else find a way to create turnovers and get out and run.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Fulton from a high scheme from Wachowski gets it to Ferguson, who gets the 3 off just in time. I think we'll foul on the play as well. We do. So the 3-point shot will go, and we have foul. Ferguson going to the line for one more.
Yeah, good job by Ferguson. The closeout was a little bit late as he knocked down the 3. Got a little bump just as he landed. As you see Kingy coming back into the game, but Ferguson was one of those big weapons in the semi-final, so him scoring big will be a big help. He's obviously an Irish international alongside CJ Fulton.
5 points for Ferguson, 10-point lead for Belfast Star. McCarthy, guarded by McDonald. Here's Lenihan, he's back in the game after a quick rest. Kicks it out for a 3-point shot from O'Donoghue. Doesn't go, Belfast Star ball.
Neither team are particularly big, and Belfast are doing a fantastic job on their defensive boards at the moment. There's a thing that we got killed on in the semi-final. Neptune just got so many second chance opportunities, really crashed the boards well, but Star are doing a fantastic job so far.
Fulton guarded by Lenihan. Fulton creates a space for the step back. Shot doesn't go. Fights to the rebound, and Sheehan does a good job of getting there first, and he's fouled by Conor McDonald. Crowd not happy with that one, but I don't think you can really argue.
Yeah, Sheehan. Yeah, I don't know why the crowd were doing that one, but Sheehan's an important player for Neptune. He does a lot of the hard work, a lot of the grafting, so that the big 3 that they have are able to kind of do the scoring.
McCarthy screened by Lenihan, but no space. The swarming defense from Belfast Star and stolen away by Ferguson. He gets it to Fulton. McDonald just catches O'Donoghue with the screens. He's not looking. Good kick out from Fulton. 2-point shot from the corner is good. Conor McGurr with his first 2 of the game off the assist from CJ Fulton. Lenihan, beautiful pass inside to Varma, but Varma can't finish, and Fulton, who stretched in the last year, tips that to his teammate, and he comes away with a rebound.
Yeah, really good contest right around the basket by Kingy. That's exactly the job he has to do down there. He may not score a lot of points, but he can change shots underneath the basket and get rebounds.
6 on the shot clock. McDonald take a long 2, doesn't go, rebounded by Sheehan. Neptune off and run in here, but Fulton does a good job in transition. Lenihan for 3 in and out. And nothing going from the 3-point line so far for Neptune.
Yeah, they're just not in a good rhythm so far. When they're in the half court, they're trying to force it. That's a lovely move. Good finish through contact. We're going to have a timeout on the floor, so we'll be back in just a minute.
.6:55 to go in this first half of the Hula Hoops Under-18 Men's National Cup Final. Belfast Star have been unstoppable on offense so far, 30-16 is Sheehan inside for Neptune. Caught at the lead, growing and growing at the moment, and Neptune haven't shown much signs of being able to stop them. What will they be hoping trying to do in this last 6 minutes 34 to keep the game within reach for the second half?
I think they have to be careful denying too much, giving backdoor opportunities. They've given up too many wide open looks, and then on offense they're forcing things, which is often bad offense leads to bad defense, so they haven't found a way to break down the defense. We have a end-line ball here. It looks like at times that Star are matching up with a lot of the players, but CJ Fulton is almost playing in a free safety role where he's able to just kind of roam around and do whatever he wants. And he's been very effective so far, closing up a lot of driving lanes and getting rebounds.
It's a second personal foul on Dower Ferguson. Corner three, and still nothing drops on the 3-point line for Neptune. It will be Belfast, Neptune ball, 14 seconds on the shot clock. O'Donoghue goes it to Varma. Varma's layup goes in and out there. There's nothing dropping here for Neptune at the moment. O'Donoghue puts the ball on the floor. Well guarded by McGurr, but just a bit too aggressive, and he picks up a foul. It'll be 2 shots for Kelvin O'Donoghue.
Yeah, when Star are playing that defense, there are going to be opportunities around the basket, and Kingy hasn't blocked one yet, but he's changed a lot of shots of it. You can see that Varma, he's athletic, but he has to finish around the basket when he gets opportunities like that. The big thing for Neptune here, I think, will be that they just can't panic. They have to stay with what they know they're capable of doing. Things aren't going well for them yet. We just stick in the game, just keep fighting, stay around until things start clicking for you.
So they cut the lead back to 13. Ferguson to McDonald to Fulton. Nearly stolen by O'Donoghue. They double team Fulton, and good steal from Lenihan. And Lenihan in for the layup for Neptune.
Yeah, nice steal by Eli. He's a long, rangy guard, does well, and that's when things can go well for Neptune. But as I said, straight down the middle of the key, that's just not good enough defense, and a great offense though.
Fabulous finish from Fulton. McCarthy gets to the line, and that's goal for 2, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play, and Neptune showing a few signs of picking up their offensive scores.
Yeah, Sean was brilliant. He does a mini almost knee slide celebration into the corner flag. then almost pops a blood vessel with his flex, but yeah, lovely move. He's a really good player, really athletic. Some of the stuff he was doing in the warm-up was scary for someone his age to be able to do, so he had over 20 points in the semi-final against us, and if he can get going and get a bit of space, he can finish around the basket really well.
Alvarado checks back in for Belfast Star, bit of full court pressure here from Neptune. Ferguson faced by Lenihan, he breaks that. There's a chance to get to the basket here to Alvarado, short corner jump shot. That's a tough shot to make. Does a good job of getting his own rebound. Kingy gets a second rebound, kick out to Ferguson for three. Huge job from Kingy that time to kick it out to Ferguson, who knocks down another three.
Yeah, he knew exactly his role there, came in, got the rebound, found the shooter, and he knocks it down, so really good stuff.
Varma to Lenihan, the short corner, guarded by Ferguson. Not much space down there, but finds a cut in McCarthy, who again shows his strength. Kingy complaining about the core, but he's in the no-charge circle, so the basket's going to be good.
Yeah, we just saw three there in the corner by Ferguson, really nice. And then McCarthy with the great response down the far end before he got a bit of a warning of a technical.
We're going to get a timeout here. Belfast Star want to talk things over. They lead 35-20. Sean McCarthy knocks down the free throw there, cuts the lead to 15. 4:31 to go, second quarter. Fulton guarded by Donahue. Turns the corner, but he's fouled by Joseph Ensko, checked in for Neptune during the timeout. Corner timeout by Belfast Star, was that just to try and stop a little bit of the momentum that Neptune was starting to pick up a little bit?
Yeah, Sean McCarthy was starting to get downhill and attack the basket well. Kingy has 2 fouls now, which will be a bit of a concern because there isn't a huge amount of size on the bench there for Star, but they still lead by 10, so they should be all right.
So yeah, my maths let me down there. Fulton grabs the rebound, can't go. Kingy gets the rebound, this time puts up himself, it doesn't go, and Neptune with chance cut it to single figures for the first time in a while, and it is McCarthy who's been the scoring machine of late.
Yeah, nice take inside. He's left-handed, he steps by the defender, finishes well. I think that's 7 points in a row for him. Really impressive.
10 points in the game for McCarthy total, with 5 rebounds as well, as Ferguson is fouled.
Yeah, nice take by Ferguson. It's something that we wouldn't have seen in Ireland 5 years ago, that type of finish, and here we see McCarthy step through, left-handed player, gets into the middle, finishes really well.
Ferguson knocks down the second, back to a 10-point lead. 3:37 to go here, second quarter. McCarthy into the corner to O'Sullivan. That one's long, rebounded by Alvarado. Again, full court pressure from Neptune, but broken by Alvarado this time. And stolen away nearly by Neptune, but somehow or other Belfast Star get it back and get it into the safe hands of CJ Fulton. Fulton gets into the lane, all the way to the basket. That was just long. Fulton looks for a foul, but Ferguson gets the rebound. Kingy kicks it out to Fulton. The referee's just going to chat here. Sure why, hit the ball, hit the clock, hit the ring. Not sure what happened there, Connor. Did it reset for a turnover? We have, so it's changed, must be a change of possession, so the shot clock is reset to 24 seconds.
And they're getting a full 24 despite, look.
Now, we decided it wasn't wrong, it shouldn't have gone. It definitely reset to 14 after the shot clock, after the original shot. The referees are over just to discuss below us. So good time to remind you still to come. Next game up is the President's Cup final. IT Carlo versus Ballincollig, looking for their third cup in a row. Third President's Cup in a row. And then tonight, the main event is the Pat Duffy Cup final. That will be live on TG Car, tipping off at 8 o'clock. You can also catch it if you're not in Ireland on tgcar.ie. Both games should be highly entertaining games.
Conversation's still going on here. Hopefully we can get going.
And after all that, we've put 1 second back on the shot clock.
No, we got 10.
Went from 9 to 10. So
oh, sorry, yeah. Sure, look. I guarantee there's going to be a foul here in the next couple of seconds as well.
Fulton fumbles the ball a little bit, 8 on the shot clock. Down the lane, nice footwork from Fulton. Finishing at the hoop.
Yeah, that ankle looks absolutely fine on that footwork. Gets all the way to the basket, and that's been a McCarthy tough move. He had a bit of success getting to the basket. He may have forced it a little bit there, but the big concern for Neptune, aside from their offense not fully clicking, is just how easy CJ Fulton has been able to get to the basket so far. 13
points from Fulton, but unusually none from the three-point line. So, as you said there, he's been able to get to the basket and create.
Yeah, he does a great job. Draws another foul there, and the problem for Neptune is their 15th foul, so he's going to head back to the free throw line. That was a lovely Eurostep finish. We've already seen him miss 2 free throws. He's unlikely to do that again, so a chance to extend this lead even further.
Julia Blythe is there, knocks down his first. 13-point lead for Belfast Star. They've been fluent since the opening tip on offense. Broken the lane here early, so he's going to get another opportunity.
Yeah, for Keith Daly, these are the things that absolutely kill you. Is you're 13 points down, one of the best shooters in the country on the free throw line misses a free throw, and you give him another opportunity just as you're trying to get back into the game.
Doesn't need a second invitation. Fulton knocks down both. 14-point lead. Here's Lenihan for Neptune. Lenihan gets the basket. Eventually hands it off to O'Sullivan. And there's 2 more for Neptune. Fulton guarded by Donahue. Kingy gets out for the screen. Fulton to wide open Ferguson. He's been good from the three-point line. And he knocks down another big 3 from Ferguson. That's his 3rd of the game.
Yeah, Neptune needs to come up with a different plan here. It's just not working out for them defensively. Fulton's getting into the lane, either scoring or creating wide open opportunities, and guys are knocking down shots from him. At the moment, it seems that Neptune are hoping that Star miss rather than being able to force them to miss.
Kingy grabs that rebound for Belfast on the miss shot again. Neptune send 2 at Fulton, but are nowhere near him in the end, and Alvarado was a wide open three. Fulton to Ferguson, looking for back-to-back threes. That one's off. This time Neptune have numbers. Alvarado does a great job of getting back on defense, but Kelvin Donahue makes short work of that with a nice 2 on the spin move.
Yeah, 13-point game now, just with a minute to go in the quarter. Big minute here for Neptune. They got to try and get it to single digits if they can. And that's a cheap foul, and again, when you're in team fouls, these are the things that can really kill you, especially when you're facing a big deficit in the game like they are at the moment.
Joseph Ensko with his 3rd foul. So it'll be CJ Fulton going to the line for 2 shots. I suppose, Connor, even from a coach's point of view, I mean, they'll be very happy, Belfast Star, but they'll also rue a few missed opportunities, and that they might come back to haunt them a little bit in the second half. We know Neptune can score quickly. Yeah,
they've left a few points behind at the line. Good subs there. McDonald and Kingy both have 2 fouls, so they're just going to protect them for this last minute. But there's Neptune's first 3 of the game. They missed their first 13 attempts from downtown, so that's the sort of thing. Neptune are able to score a lot. We've also seen Starkin have big scoring halves like they did in the second half, but they can also have poor scoring halves, so they're still there.
Daniel O'Sullivan with the 3 for Neptune. Fulton can't finish inside, just bobbles out, and as Connor mentioned, Neptune do actually have a chance to get it to single figures here before the half. O'Sullivan, who's hit his last one, is wide open in the corner here, but they choose not to go to him, get it back to Lenihan to try and get the last shot here. 8 seconds on the clock. Kelvin O'Donoghue for 3. Doesn't go, but rebounded by McCarthy. He had a chance to put it in, but doesn't go. So at the end of the first half of this Hula Hoops Under-18 Men's National Cup Final, it's Neptune 34, Belfast Star 45. Welcome back here to National Basketball Arena. We're underway here in the second half of this Hula Hoops Under-18 men's final. Bahama, as he did the first half, I think he scored the first 6 points and we didn't see him again until here, but he puts the first 2 in for Neptune. Top scorers for Neptune in the first half, McCarthy with 10, Lenihan with 8, and now Bahama with 8. For Belfast Star, Fulton with 14, Ferguson with 13. Connor, who particularly impressed you in the first half, and what are we looking for in the second half?
Yeah, for Star, I think it was the contributions of Alvarado, Ferguson, McDonald. Obviously CJ's going to be CJ, he's going to do his thing. Kingy did a great job. They were all playing within their roles, doing a really smart job. Neptune, Sean McCarthy did a good job trying to help them get back into it, Eli, Varna. But you can see already there's an adjustment from Neptune. They've moved into a zone here. They're going to try and make things more difficult.
No adjustment for McCarthy on the break. He does the same thing, head down, gets the basket nice and strong.
Yeah, he's tough. He's left-handed. It's really hard when people kind of gather the ball like that as you're a defender. It's very hard to kind of get a stop without fouling. So McCarthy heads to the free throw line. And for Neptune, as I said, it's just no panic for that first half. Things didn't go their way, but they're the sort of team that can really get firing. And if they can get out and run here, they'll build confidence very quickly.
They've cut the lead quickly to 7, 45-38. With a full court or half court pressure in the zone here. Alvarado, he started off hot, but got a little cold here from the three-point line of Leighton. Here's McCarthy again, looking to get all the way to the basket, and McCarthy is back-to-back scores as Ferguson comes right back for Belfast Star rather. Show my age there.
Yeah, this it's a 1-3-1 defense. They play this quite a bit, so it's not the first time they play it. They played it earlier in the National Cup.
And McCarthy finishes here and is fouled.
Yeah, lovely finish through contact. And again, the flex leads to a timeout from Stars. They'll have to adjust quickly. We'll be back in a moment.
McCarthy can't finish the three-point play, rebounded by Kingy. Three-point game, and Connor, 11-point game at the half, and all of a sudden with 1 minute and 30 seconds gone in the second half, we have a completely different game on our hands.
Yeah, Neptune have come out, a lot of aggression, a lot of momentum here, and we'll see how Star react to this zone, because they didn't react to the zone particularly well in the first half against Dundalk.
And then go for Neptune here. Sheehan grabs the rebound. McCarthy really gets another 2.
Yeah, and this Neptune team they're a confidence team. They really can get on these good runs when things are going their way.
Colton just avoids the steal from O'Donoghue inside to Kingy. Ferguson for 3. That's well off. Kingy gets the rebound and gets it to Fulton, who's open for 3. That's going to be off as well. Now you can really feel it in the building. The momentum has changed massively here towards Neptune. Donahue, baseline drives, finds some space. That one rolls out, but Varma grabs the ball, but it'll be last off Varma, and it'll be Belfast Star ball.
Yeah, but Neptune, like, we're only less than 2.5 minutes into the game. Good battle inside again. Probably came off Kingy, but he's doing a great job defensively. Let's see how Star kind of react to this.
Long two for McGurr is good. I think he's only shot the ball twice, and both have never looked like doing anything else except going in. He is 2 for 2 in the game. McCarthy. Donahue, nowhere to go, guarded by McGurr. This time it's McCarthy. He'll go hard to the hoop. Good defense this time from Star, but Sheehan with a great rebound puts it in, and Neptune a lot more active in this second half.
Yeah, again, offensive rebounds. That was the thing in the semi-final that separated them from UCD Marion. And again, they're starting to get second chances there around the basket just by being really aggressive.
McGurr with space, 8 on the shot clock. Just about saves it. Ferguson outside for 3. They need a couple of these to go. It's not the way Ferguson intended, but he'll be grateful over the 3 points all the same. A couple of much needed scores for Belfast Star as Kingy picked up his 3rd foul, and Varma will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, that could be really important. Nice pass baseline, and Kingy just getting a little slow to get over. Varma attacks the basket well. Down the other end, Ferguson, nice look at the basket. High bank shot. It doesn't really matter how you score them here in the arena, especially cup finals.
Varma misses that first one. Rebound back around, and Sheehan and McCarthy fight for it between each other. Lenihan, great wrap-round pass to cut in Varma, and Varma makes up for missing the free throws by putting in the layup.
Yeah.
And he's off to a great start in his second half.
Yeah, great job by Eli Lenihan to create the opportunity for him, and Varma finishes.
Fulton into the corner, McDonald for 3. Maybe it's this end down here, but no one seems to be able to make jump shots down this end, and Varma with another move. He puts in another 2 for Neptune.
Yeah, beautiful move. He's been really, really impressive. The worry for Star is they were getting to the basket in that first half against the man defense with the backdoor cuts. This is the first time now for a while that they've gotten to the basket, and that's exactly what you want from your best player. Best player in the country comes down and answers it when things are going difficult. Step through, gets the contact, and finishes with his left. Beautiful move by CJ there. But down the other end, there's that spin move by Varma, and a nice left-hand finish by him as well.
Fabulous finish by both players, showing off the skills. And Fulton completes the 3-point play, and there's still a 5-point lead here for Belfast Star. Lenihan, McCarthy can get into the basket, tries some long range but doesn't go, and Lenihan does a good job of tipping it to O'Donoghue. McDonald with a rebound. Again, Neptune fierce and not letting Belfast Star out easily, but eventually Fulton does find a little bit of space. Ferguson back to Fulton. Fulton this time gets into the lane. Oh, beautiful finish from CJ Fulton.
Yeah, lovely finish just under the arm of the defender. And it's been an impressive response by Star. Questions were asked of them, and they've been able to respond so far. You can see Fulton sees the little gap in the 1-3-1, gets to the back of the zone, and underneath the arms of Varma finishes with his right hand. Really nice.
Well, we didn't really see the best of CJ Fulton down in Cork in the semi-final, but we're certainly seeing what most of the Super League teams have seen this season from the young Irish international. Kevin Donahue misses, rebounded by Witowski. Again, full court pressure here, back into the zone from Neptune. Fulton. Stolen away by Neptune. Here's McCarthy. He's going to go all the way to the basket. Fulton does a good job of defending without fouling, but out of bounds there for McCarthy, so it'll be Belfast Star ball.
Yeah, CJ just did enough, but That was the first time that Neptune had an opportunity to fast break in a while. They've kind of fallen into the trap a little bit again of shooting from the outside too much. They haven't had much success doing it so far. They need to keep getting to the basket, put Star under pressure, especially with Kingy sitting over on the bench with 3 fouls.
McDonald. Here's Ferguson. Fulton. 7 on the shot clock. To Ferguson for 3 from straight in front. That one's in and out. Witowski tries to grab the rebound, but well controlled by Lenihan. McCarthy to Lenihan. Lenihan fumbles the ball, and it's going to be Fulton who's got Ferguson streaking to the basket. Ferguson looked for sure like he was going to travel there, but I think in the end did a great job of controlling his steps.
It was just unusual. He went with the opposite feet that most people would, and then took out from just inside the free throw line. A late whistle, but probably the right call. There seemed to be a lot of contact there as Eli drove to the basket. Yeah, definitely a lot of body contact. But here you can see as well, just a fumble by Eli. CJ gets out, nice pass ahead, and an unusual finish on the break, but a nice one all the same. And Star really responded well here. The lead had gone back to 3, questions being asked them, and they've managed to extend it back out to 9 currently.
Can we get a walk on the floor, please?
Just waiting for a little bit of floor cleaning here, and we'll be back underway here with free throws for Eli Lenihan. Eight points so far for Lenihan, but 11 rebounds he's grabbed himself, and also got 7 assists.
He's a lovely player. Probably will be CJ's backup in the Europeans under 18 this summer. We've seen a lot of good point guard play so far this morning. Paul Kelly, obviously a year older, was very dominant in the under 20 final, so lots of good point guards coming through.
With a jump ball here. We do, with a jump ball, and with the possession now, it'll be Belfast Star ball. 8-point lead for Belfast Star, 3:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Fulton moves his way around, finds a bit of space. Another beautiful finish inside from CJ Fulton. And Neptune, after starting the quarter well and being able to keep Fulton out of the lane, the last couple of plays they found it very difficult.
Yeah, that 1-3-1 threw Star off for a couple of minutes, but they've absolutely found the answer to it so far, and CJ's realised that he can beat it off the dribble whenever he wants.
Here is Fulton, grabs the rebound, 10-point lead again now. McGurr finds Fulton. He's been very closely marked by O'Donoghue. McGurr, he's been good from that kind of range, and again, 2-point shot is good for McGurr, and it'll be Neptune this time. They want to talk things over as they trail 49-61. 12-point lead for Belfast Star. Conor, we saw Neptune come out aggressively and much quicker in this second half, but after that timeout early from Belfast Star, when it's down to 3, as you said, Belfast have really resumed the way they played in the first half.
Yeah, Belfast were a little unsure. They looked hesitant offensively for a couple of minutes. Neptune had a lot of momentum when we were getting going, and here's an interesting sub as Calvin O'Donoghue, who takes a break. Calvin was fantastic in the semi-final against us, and he's one of their top scorers, but he's only shot 1 for 12 today so far, so he's been struggling, so they need to get him going when they can, but still right there for Neptune, despite the fact that they're not playing brilliantly.
That substitution works for Neptune as Daniel O'Sullivan comes straight off the bench, gets his second score of the game, back to 10-point lead. Here is O'Sullivan to McCarthy. McCarthy guarded by McGurr. Here's Lenihan, tries to find a bit of space. Oh, another great pass from Eli Lenihan. And it's not been the semi-final, it's not been the game that Lenihan had offensively in the semi-final, but everything else, rebounds, assists, he's 8 assists now. He's been fantastic in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's his primary job, really. He gets into the lane, creates opportunities. You saw it there. Lovely pass to Varma. That's when Eli's at his best. He's not an out-and-out scorer, but he can score. But yeah, he's done a great job getting into the lane. He's big, so he can see over the defense, find passes, and he just needs some of those teammates to be able to knock down shots for him.
14 points in the game for David Varma. We're back to 8. Fulton in the corner, Ferguson for 3. That one's going to bounce out and rebounded by McCarthy. McCarthy looks to push for Neptune. He's going all the way. Bumps Fulton out the way, but there's no call. And 2 for David McCarthy. For Sean McCarthy, rather, who's getting the boos from the Belfast faithful.
I thought it was a good move by him, and nice finish through contact.
Ferguson missed his last 3 from the corner. That one was a lot closer, but again, bobbles out. This time it's Lenihan will look to push for Neptune. It's back to 6. Lenihan down the lane, nice touch off the glass, and Neptune took their timeout, and they've come storming back, cutting it to a 4-point lead. Fulton, 15 on the shot clock. McGurr, he's been great for mid-range, under a bit of pressure that time though, and can't make it. Varma with the bench, she gets the rebound as it's tipped by Sheehan. Varma, back to Lenihan. Lenihan, lovely nice pass inside, oh great McCarthy. And Neptune have had all their big scoring runs in the space of a minute each time, and they're right back in the game again, 2-point game.
It just shows how explosive they are. They're so capable. They can create scores so easily, but CJ here, last 10 seconds, going to get the last shot, more than likely.
Into the corner to McGurr, there's 3 seconds on the clock. McDonald puts it up, bounces out, rebounded by Varma. That one's not going to count. It hits the net, but at the end of 3, Neptune are right back in this one. They trail by 2, 59 to 61. So final quarter, all to play for here. Neptune trailing Belfast Star by 2, 59-61. Barmer kicks it out to O'Donoghue. 8 on the shot clock. McCarthy tries to find his way in. Kingy's picked up his 4th foul. How big is that going to be for Belfast Star here?
Yeah, it's a huge call early in this fourth. You see it here. Sean gets into the middle. Maybe bailed out a little bit by the referees. Not a lot Kingy could have done really. But Sean has an opportunity to tie the game. Knocks down the first, and with Kingy on 4, without his presence around the basket, it just makes that bit easier for Neptune to finish.
Can't make that one, so still trailing by a point. Neptune have never led in this game. Turnover by Ferguson. Don't forget, still to come here, 3:30 tip-off, President's Cup final, IT Carlow versus Ballincollig. As you see, Ferguson just can't hold on to the ball there. Then tonight, men's Pat Duffy Cup final, 8 p.m. on TG Car. 8 p.m. tip-off, that is, so join us a little before that as Varma goes for 3. Good rebound and back in the hands of McCarthy. 3-point shot from O'Sullivan.
Yeah, and Neptune are falling into the trap again. They're now 1 for 21 from 3-point line. They're scoring around the basket, so they need to keep attacking the basket, especially with Kingy on 4. They can't afford to just take shots from the perimeter when they haven't been going in.
Lenihan checks in to give McCarthy a break, and McGurr will check out. Dennis Price checks in for Belfast Star. I think this is his first time in the game today. He gets himself on the score sheet with a foul.
Team fouls could be important in this fourth quarter, especially in such a tight game, so you don't want to pick up those cheap ones so easily.
Sullivan nearly gets it stolen away, but it's into the hands of Kelvin O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue, tough fadeaway jump shot is good, and he's fouled by Ferguson. That's going to be Ferguson's 3rd foul. And Neptune have come from being down by as many as 15 to take the lead by 1 in this final quarter.
I'll do Calvin a world of good as well. That's his 5th point of the game. A really good shooter. Hasn't been given many open looks.
So Neptune first lead of the game. They lead by 2 here. McDonald, Fulton, Price, 10 on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of CJ Fulton. Floater from Fulton, in and out. Fulton gets his own rebound here, so he'll have another 14. He finds McDonald open in the corner for a long 2. That one's off and rebounded by O'Donoghue. Conor, we saw earlier in the game, in the previous game, Moy Cullen had led throughout, and UCD just managed to get in to the lead in the 3rd quarter, but last only 30 seconds. What have Neptune got to do here just to try and keep going? As we see, Lenihan puts them up 4.
Yeah, just keep attacking the basket. They've put the Star under huge pressure every time they've attacked the basket. Just keep going. Don't try and change anything now what they're doing.
Fulton with 3 Neptune players in front of him. Finds McDonald. This time it'll be still another long 2. Foot on the line, rebounded by Lenihan.
Yeah, you can feel it. All the momentum's there with Neptune at the moment. Star finding it difficult to get good, knock down perimeter shots.
Eli Lenihan grabs his 12th rebound. He's on a triple-double already, 11 points, 12 rebounds and 10 assists for Lenihan. Shot clock on 1. It did hit the ring though. Varma's blocked at the ring. Big chance for Neptune there. And eventually, after a bit of scruffy play, we get a jump ball. It'll be Belfast Star ball on the possession arrow. We're going to get a timeout here as Belfast Star want to talk things over. It's Neptune now lead, 65-61. So 7 minutes to go, just over. Star to see one talks things over, Connor. Neptune storming back, and now Star faces something that they haven't been at all game, losing the game by 4 at the moment.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to draw up something there to get TJ an open shot. Didn't end up working out. They still end up with McGurr getting an open shot from that mid-range spot. He's been so good, but a good stop by Neptune. And Sean McCarthy got that break as well, so he should be fresh now for this last couple of minutes.
Star to see who came out red hot shooting in this game will need some shots to drop here as the energy from Neptune is up to full throttle. Lenihan into the lane, kicks it back out to O'Sullivan. Sullivan out to McCarthy for 3, is good from Sean McCarthy. He takes his personal tally to 24 points to go with his 10 rebounds.
Yeah, fantastic by Sean. Huge shot, all the momentum again with Neptune. We'll see if Star have a response.
McGurr to Ferguson, he takes a 3. That one is huge, and they needed that one, Connor.
Yeah, huge response. Things were slipping away from Star there. Now if they can get a stop, they're still right in the game.
Donahue to McCarthy. McCarthy spins baseline. Nice pass, the cut in Varma, but can't finish, but rebounded by Neptune. It was O'Sullivan who couldn't finish that one. Here comes Fulton, trailing by 4. Ferguson hit his last one. He's let that one go. That's going to be off. Kingy does a great job on the boards, especially on 4 fouls. 10 now on the shot clock. Fulton guarded by O'Sullivan. Fulton will take a long 3. Good defense that time by O'Sullivan. Kelvin O'Donoghue guarded by McGurr. Tough shot from O'Donoghue. Not the shot they'd probably really wanted on that occasion.
No, you need to get the ball into Eli's or Sean's hands at the moment. They're causing huge issues. You don't need contested mid-range shots. But Star just need to keep focusing on this defensive end, keep getting stops, to give themselves an opportunity to stay in this.
Yeah, you see the strengths of McCarthy. Fulton with a rebound, great pass forward to Ferguson, who's fouled. Foul will go on Kelvin O'Donoghue. That'll be his first personal foul, I believe.
Yeah, they're arguing it here, but we just saw it there on the replay, and you'd have to agree with it. Here's that Sean McCarthy 3, wide open. He's not a traditional shooter, but he was able to knock it down, and you saw Ferguson's response there as well. Some good shooting on both ends. We saw similar in the under-20 game. You see Marion hit a couple of big 3s, and each time it was responded with a Mike Cullen 3, so we've seen some excellent displays. Ferguson misses the first, but has another opportunity to get it back to a 1-score game.
Knocks that one in. It is exactly that. 3-point game here. Under 5 to go. 4:30 to go in the final quarter. O'Donoghue takes a long 3. And goes astray. McGurr from the corner. That one's in and out. Rebounded and put back in from Fulton. And we're back to a 1-point game. And Connie said it's throughout when Neptune attack. So here's McCarthy again doing this on Lenihan side. They've been better than when they're looking to shoot, and here's O'Donoghue.
Yeah, anytime it's Sean McCarthy or Eli getting into the middle, that's where problems are created. Again, lovely finish inside by Eli. And if you're Neptune, that's what you want to see. One of those 2 guys attacking the basket every single offense.
Three-point shot is off, but Ferguson will get another chance here. That one goes again, and Lenihan grabs the rebound, just Fulton back. Lenihan to the hoop for 2. And Coach Keith Daly from Neptune below just waves off the timeout he previously called, and another one of those blistering scoring runs from Neptune. They lead by 5. Fulton into the lane to McGurr, McDonald, Ferguson, rebounded by Fulton under the hoop, and this time Coach Keith Daly will take the time out. An exhausted Fulton trudges off. 3 minutes to go. 72 Neptune, 69 Star. So here we go, last 3 minutes. This under-18 hula hoops National Cup final. 3-point shot, Mo Sullivan is good.
Yeah, we've been saying for the last while, just keep attacking through the two boys, but O'Sullivan thought better and he knocks down a huge shot.
Ferguson, floater, he's got his way to 22 points. The Belfast Star, but they're trailing by 6 here, and the clock is ticking. 2:30 to go now. Star in need of stops and scores. Nice pass inside to Sheehan, who's fouled. Depends if they give that on Fulton or Kingy. Kingy's on 4 fouls. See it go on Fulton there.
And there we see a wide open 3. Star have been giving up those shots all game. That's the way they packed in their defense, and that time they were made pay for it.
Sheehan knocks down. His 5th point of the game, rebounded by Kingy to Fulton. Fulton finds a bit of space. He's fouled. It's going to be end-line ball, I believe it is. And Alvarado checks back in for Kingy. Interesting to try and give him one more break as he's on 4 fouls.
I guess they feel they need a little bit more scoring, trailing by 7, but Alvarado had that bright start but hasn't really impacted the game offensively since then, so we'll see if he can.
Towski with a fake, but Sheehan blocks that and grabbed up by O'Sullivan. O'Donoghue here, under 2 minutes to go. And they did just call 8 seconds, it was right on the line. The shot clock ticked down. Well spotted by the referee, so 1:53. Star need to score now, really, Connor.
Yeah, trailing by 7. They don't have a lot of time here. They need to find a way to get a good opportunity, ideally for Ferguson or Fulton. McDonald's knocked down shots earlier in the game. They will get a good look. It's whether they take a contested look for one of their best 2 shooters or take an opportunity for someone else.
Fulton, deep 3, it's good from CJ Fulton, and Star is still alive with 1:39 to go, 4-point game.
Yeah, if in doubt, just give the ball to the best player in the country and ask him to get you a score.
Sheehan for 2, is just left under the hoop from Alvarado, and 1:30 to go, back to a 6-point game. That one's in and out. McCarthy grabs the rebound. They needed that. Turnover gives them another chance here, so still plenty of time for Belfast Star.
Yeah, they just need to get another shot here. We saw that CJ Wood, NBA range, knocks it down. We get to see 2 subs coming in.
Owen Hackett and Niall Quinn checking in, presumably for the outside shooting here. McDonald, Ferguson is open, he's going to let it go. This is big for Star. But that one slipped away. CJ Fulton, 26 points, 14 rebounds and 9 assists. Going up against Lenihan, 17, 13 rebounds and 12 assists. Also 24 for McCarthy with 13 rebounds. So some huge performances by these young athletes as Ferguson does get the steal. 1 minute to go. They need 2 here. Oh, beautiful finish from Ferguson.
Yeah, maybe a foul as well, but he didn't get any call, but finished really well. So, still right there.
4-point lead for Neptune, nearly stolen away by Fulton. Neptune feeling the pressure here. 10 on the shot clock. Kelvin O'Donoghue. Great defense from Star. Here's Lenihan looking to get down the lane. He doesn't go. Well rebounded by Quinn, who recently checked in, and here's Fulton with 33 seconds to go. Fulton grabs the rebound, stopped by his own player there. And we got out of bounds, so Star will get another chance with 24 seconds to go. But changes things with the shot clock now, Connor.
Yeah, short shot clock. A good opportunity for Fulton under the basket. He looks exhausted, just couldn't get it. And then we saw the Ferguson finish as we have a timeout here. We'll be back in a moment.
So 24 seconds to go, 4-point lead for Neptune. Belfast Star wide open under the hoop. Oh, and out of bounds, stepping in. Just didn't get his feet inbounds quick enough to be a turnover, and full court pressure here needed from Star. 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, he just stepped in too late. They need to go up with that right underneath the basket, and a foul straight away. Star on team foul, so it's going to be a long walk down the court for Eli Lenihan. He has 2 free throws.
So Eli Lenihan. That one's out, so Star still there. 17 points, 13 rebounds, 13 assists now for Lenihan. That one's in and out, so it's still a 4-point game, and a quick score here. Ferguson has to go though. They foul, which they can afford to do as they're not in team fouls. Not sure if they meant to do that, but it actually worked out quite well for them. Uses up another second and a half. Coach Fulton not happy with them slowing the clock down, but Fulton finds a bit of space. Kicks it outside to Hackett. Doesn't go. And rebounded by McCarthy. And he finds space of Armour, and that's going to seal it here as Lenihan goes to the basket for Neptune. They need to stay up the floor. There's 2 seconds to go, but the result is now longer in doubt. And the ball's in. And a stunning comeback from Neptune. They're going to win out 80-74 winners over Belfast Star. And Connor, they hung around for a long time, were down a long way early on, but in the end, just their speed and athleticism was a bit too much for Belfast Star.
Yeah, they had that scoring power throughout. Things weren't going well for them for long spells, and yet all of a sudden we saw those quick bursts, 6-7 points. Every time that they were down, they were able to kind of drag themselves back into the game. Really good job, especially Sean McCarthy and Eli Lenihan getting into the lane, challenging Star underneath the basket, finishing really well. On a day where Neptune didn't shoot particularly well from the perimeter, that was the real big impact. We saw just there as they dribbled it out, Eli Lenihan getting the last 2 points of the game. But this Neptune team have been the best throughout all the age groups at AICC level, under 16s, under 14s. So for them to be able to come through at under 18 level, they answered all the big questions. They had a tough group in the initial stages, beat the likes of Liffey Celtics, beat Ballincollig in the quarterfinal, a great performance against UCD Marion in the semi, and now but it'd be a very good Star team who really fought well today and shot really well as well, Matt. Obviously CJ Fulton gets all the plaudits, but a lot of guys around him also had good performances.
Yeah, sticking with Star again with, I mean, I suppose a lot of people had tipped Neptune to win this one quite comfortably after the semi-finals, but Star really showed the way they've been coached, the talent that they've got, and the way they performed early in the game and throughout the game, and won lucky in the end. Yeah,
definitely. Like everyone knows about CJ and everyone talks about CJ, but it was the performances of Conor McDonald, Alvarado in that first half, Dara Ferguson throughout, he had over 20 points, and then even guys coming in, Ryan Kingy I thought was fantastic throughout the game. He's a young player who's quite raw, but he's going to be a really good player if he keeps developing like he is. He did everything right today, a lot of really good plays, so a lot of promise there for that Star team, and obviously some good players that are going to be there in the next couple of years for them as well.
So Star fellas come up to collect their medals. Dara Ferguson with 24 points, CJ Fulton with 29 points, 15 rebounds and 9 assists. Fabulous performance by Star. McDonald again put in a great performance, played all 40 minutes for Star. 14 rebounds, so McDonald's go with his 7 points. Coach Gerald Ryan, Adrian Fulton collect their medals. A well-coached game in fairness to them as well. I mean, every time Neptune threw something at them, both coaches came back with a riposte.
Yeah, definitely there was adjustments made on both sides. I think Star did a great job of planning beforehand, and they really worked well. And Neptune's adjustment to go into that 1-3-1 zone at the start of the second half was a big adjustment, and it paid dividends for them immediately.
Eli Lenihan goes up to collect his medal.
Just as we're seeing them go up, David Varma got his medal there, number 6 for Neptune. He was absolutely brilliant from the very beginning. Obviously, within court, there's a lot of talk of the 3 guys of O'Donoghue, McCarthy and Lenihan, but Varma did an absolutely brilliant job, really energetic, finished strong around the basket.
14 points and 9 rebounds for Varma. Really kicked off the Neptune comeback in the second half and got them going in the first half with the first 6 points of both halves, I believe. The coaching staff, Jason O'Donoghue, the assistant coach. Manager Kieran Leary, he's got cup medals as the coach himself, and the head coach Keith Daly. Now we have the MVP award.
For the MVP of the Under 18 National Cup Final. He led his team to a fantastic comeback. Please give it up for number 8, Eli Lenihan.
And Eli Lenihan, it's a well-deserved MVP, 19 points, 13 rebounds and 13 assists. And Connor, slow start to the game, but just throughout he never stopped working, and just it was at the centre of everything for Neptune.
Yeah, amazing. 19 points and a triple-double. To be honest, I think there wasn't a huge amount between himself and Sean McCarthy. Either of them could have been MVP today, but a brilliant performance by Eli, and yeah, well deserving.
Yeah, McCarthy was really the driving force here, picking up a lot of the assists from Lenihan. He had 24 points and 15 rebounds as Lenihan goes forward to collect the cup from the president of basketball, and Teresa Walsh. So there we have it, Hula Hoops Under-18 Men's National Cup Final winners, and Neptune. We'll be back with you shortly for a 3:30 tip-off for the President's Cup Final, IT Carlo and Ballincollig, and then tonight, the main event of the day live on TG Car, 8 p.m. tip-off for the Pat Duffy Cup Final, DBS Aina versus Griffith College Temple. Stay with us and enjoy the rest of the games.